Hello and welcome to Dear KevOnStage, a podcast where you send me questions and I give you the best, worst advice on the planet. It's available on YouTube, Facebook, and wherever podcasts are available. Apple Podcasts, it's number 149 out of 800 million gazillion podcasts on comedy in the United States, specifically trending in California. Make sure to send me questions, dearkev at KevOnStage.com. As always, everybody remains anonymous. Let's get to the first question. I meant to say remains, but I said remains. First question. Dear Kev, my cat is attracted to me. I'm 36, single, yet very sexually active. Every time I bring a random man home, my cat hisses and bites at them. He's completely black, so that freaks them out even more. I can't fall asleep without climaxing, so I masturbate nightly. But my cat insists on staring at me and purring loudly. When I climax, he meows if he's feeling it too. I resorted to being completely under the sheets, but I know he's there and I can never get him out of the room. He's really affecting my sex life. Should I get rid of him? P.S. He's extra social when I bring random men over to play, so it's not like he doesn't like strangers. There's a lot to unpack here. First things first, I think your cat is a little old-fashioned. Maybe he's like, hey, you gotta have a committed relationship. You know, I know women empowerment, Amber Rose, feel yourself, love yourself. Maybe your cat is like, has a 1960s mentality. He's like, you got to find somebody to settle down with. You keep bringing man after man home and you know, you feeling yourself, but I just want better for you. Okay, that is a possibility. Him being completely black, that's just racist. Why does a black cat freak people out? Because we're bad luck? Is that what you're saying? But let's get to the point at hand. You can't fall asleep without masturbating nightly, and the cat don't like it. Your cat is listening to Justin Bieber. That should be me. Your cat looking at you in the bed like, you just don't know. If bestiality was cool, I'd be all up in that bestiality, Natalie. Oh, Natalie. Your name's not Natalie, but Tony Baker always says Natalie when he does cat videos. So I'm just thinking your cat is looking at you like your name is Natalie. That's gotta be weird. How do you even focus and do your up, down, left, right, A-B, start on your vulva and your clitoral hood, and your cat's like, yeah, meow. You know what I call that? The cat's meow. You know, back in the day, they called us pussycats. That name's fell out of favor, but I still like it if you know what I'm seeing, huh? You put the purr in perfect. I just feel like your cat is smoking cigarettes out of those long cigarette things from back in the days. Like, ooh, yeah, girl. Somebody had a rough day. Oh, yeah. I think your cat is sexually attracted to you. I can't get over how you can't get him out of the room, though. Like, is he physically strong? Do you go to close the door? He's like, nah, man. You know what time it is? You can't even go to sleep without that. I'm going to be up in here. Yeah. This is Purr Hub. You get it, Josh? Because Pornhub is where the people watch the sex, and purr is what cats do. What do you do? Trick your cat. Put some fancy feast out in your living room or wherever you feed the cat. Go in there and be like, hey, little cat, have your dinner, okay? And I'll be back. And then go in your room, lock the door, and then do your little, whatever you do. Night. What is that like? Every night? I mean, every night? I like sex as much as the next man, but sometimes I'll be tired too. Every night. You're like, nope, can't sleep. And if you really can't get him out of there, you got to let him go. You can't let the cat impede on your sex life. That cat can't be the reason you ain't got no good, clean love. You got to have good, clean love from a human. All right? Next question. Dear Kev, I hate my husband's dog, like a lot. He has a pit bull and she's a nice dog. Not mean or aggressive or anything like that. But my husband never took the time to train her when she was a puppy. Now she's 10 years old and she's just impossible. She can't be near other dogs without going stereotypical pit bull on them and hulking out. So walking her is a serious chore. She also never listens to me. I have to tell her every time we eat that she has to go sit in her designated spot as opposed to sitting right next to us drooling. And even when she goes to sit down, she's staring at me eat the whole time, and it drives me insane. We also live in a tiny condo, and she follows him literally everywhere he goes. It annoys me more than it does him. And furthermore, she licks herself incessantly, and I hate that sound more than anything. It's like nails on a chalkboard to me. She's been sick lately, and I feel absolutely terrible, but I'm kind of hoping she doesn't recover. I know I signed up for this because I agreed to marry him, but I didn't know it was going to irk me this much. How can I cope with this? I keep trying to see it as an opportunity to love my husband, but that's not quite doing the trick. Thanks for the advice. Whew! You kept it super real. That little dog start coughing, and you were just like, yes, it's finally happening. All dogs go to heaven, but they gotta die to get there. And I know you feel guilty, because that is a guilty feeling. Like, it's not that I want the dog to die. It's just that the dog's already dying and I don't want it to live. I'm a parent. I have those guilty thoughts too. My son plays soccer and he was in a tournament and this thing was lasting all day. And the coach came over one day. He was like, listen, guys, if we score one more goal and win, we get to play at the game at 5:00. And all the parents are like, yeah, kids, go. And I was like, what? I got to be here for 2 more hours? Plus the gas, 3-4 more hours, plus the drive back. You trying to add me 5 hours to my day? So then my kids lost, like the team lost, and parents were like, it's okay. And I was like, yes, because I want to go home. Like, I love you playing your sports, but I want to leave. So I get the guilt you feel. Same thing all parents feel. You like your kids like, hey, dad, you want to play? And I'm like, no, but I also don't want you to join a gang. So I'm going to play with you, but I don't want to. And that's how you feel. Here's what I'll say. Don't add to the dog's death imminency. Okay? Don't hide the medicine. Don't hide the food and water. If the dog passes away, don't celebrate. Just be like, baby, you're gonna miss him. If you're asking me, should you feel bad for feeling the way you do? Absolutely. But it's human. It's human to want selfish things to happen. Just don't act on that feeling, okay? Do not kill that man's dog. You knew he loved that dog when he got that dog. You hear me? It's the animal episode today, Joshua. Dear Kev, I'm really going through it right now. I'm currently 31 weeks pregnant and cannot stand my significant other right now. We met when we were 16. I'm currently in my 30s, so the love is there, but it's just not as fiery as I remember. I fear that maybe now is truly how I feel and not just a pregnancy stage, or maybe just a stage you go through in a long relationship. What shall I do? I truly play as hormones. Could you please shed some light, as I know you and Melissa have been together and have 2 beautiful boys. Was there ever a time where you guys just didn't vibe? Absolutely. And it was during her pregnancy. Listen, you got to remind yourself as a husband that your wife really loves you when she's pregnant, because her actions, they don't really say that. Okay. Don't make any rash decisions during your pregnancy, because a lot of it's just your hormones whispering, man, you don't even need that dude. You don't need him. He did everything he finna do. My wife used to look at me when she was pregnant, especially because she ended up being like in the 8th, 9th trimester of her pregnancy, or 8th, 9th month of her pregnancy, 3rd trimester. Both times it happened, it was in the dead of summer. So in the 9th month, I would just catch her glaring at me. Like, I feel like heat on the side of my face, and I look over and she's just like, she was like a rabid, rabies-filled pit bull. No offense to the previous question. And I would look at her like, hey, is everything okay? And she's like, you did this to me. Like, nah, we did the sex. Nah, you sexed me. I could have went to sleep. And now I got a whole baby. I'm hot. I'm pregnant. My boobs are heavy. My nails are long and my hair is long. That's a benefit. But everything else sucks. I got to pee. When I sneeze, I pee. When I laugh, I pee. When I pee, I pee. All I be doing is peeing. And you look at you. You ain't got nothing but baby weight. Look at you. You just look fine. You ain't got no hormones messing with you. And you should feel the pain I feel. And you know what I got to look forward to? Delivering this baby. I got to have a whole human being exit my vaginal canal. Do you got to have a baby exit your vaginal canal? No, you don't. And then my vulva and vagina going to be all spread big, and then it's going to have to close up. And what you do? Play the game, eat some ribs, have a milkshake if you like. She did small eyes at me. So I know your significant other's pain. Whether he's doing everything right, a little thing wrong, or all the things wrong, you hate him. So don't waste your whole relationship on how you feel right now. Believe it or not, your hormones are talking to you. Now, if you still hate this man after you deliver the baby, let him go. Divorce him. Who cares? Get that child support and live your life. It's not like another fatherless home is going to hurt nobody. Didn't Jay-Z say that if you have fatherless home, you're more likely to fight with the police? That's all you really got to worry about is how Jay-Z feels about your situation. What will Jigga think? If your baby don't have a father in the home, Jay-Z's going to be shaking his head at you. And you don't want that. Nobody wants Jay-Z mad at them. Like he's Hov, H to the is O, V to the is A. Hey, come on, man. You know, he's got the hair thing going. It's a whole thing. Next question. These are both real. I got that one last week, and I got this one earlier today. Dear Kev, my wife is pregnant and she's so mean. What can I do to make her nice again? First thing that's funny about this is the woman had a whole paragraph, and the man just had a man. She is mean. What can you do to make her nice again? Nothing. Okay? You are responsible for her anguish. All you can do is wait. Wait until that baby is born. Once the baby's born, hopefully her hormone levels revert back to where they were previously. Or she might just hate you forever. When my wife gave birth to our first son, matter of fact, when my wife found out she was pregnant, I'll never forget. We were in our little one-bedroom apartment in Tacoma, Washington. She took the pregnancy test from the dollar store that tells you where our finances were. And I saw them 2 lines, and I start cheering, yes, yes, hallelujah. And she went in the bedroom and cried. She cried. And I was like, what's wrong? She was like, my career is over. I'm stuck with you. What? My mom said, don't marry you. All that stuff didn't happen, but she did cry. And she did say her career was over. And she felt guilty. And the hormones ain't even kicked in crazy. I mean, they kicked in, but they ain't kicked in crazy. So, and like I said, during the 8th and 9th month trimester, I was dealing with an angry person. And I just took it. There's nothing to do. You just gonna take it. Try to be kind, try to be nice, bring her ice chips, do whatever she says. I remember we were sitting in our apartment, it was 9:41, and we saw a commercial for Famous Dave's, and they were like, rib tips on sale for $9.99. These are usually $14.99. She was like, rib tips. And I was like, yeah, man, I like ribs. She was like, yeah, I like ribs too. She was like, go and get me those. I was like, yeah, it would be crazy, like if we could make it there in time. She was like, you got me pregnant. Get me the ribs. I was like, that place is gonna close, and get me the ribs. The Bible says, I'm your rib. Give me those ribs to replenish the rib that I don't have. No, I think I don't have them. Give me the doggone ribs. You talking too much, and I'm hungry, and I'm carrying your child. You know how many times I heard that? Oh, this is your child. You got me pregnant. This is your baby. It ain't our baby. And also that carries on. When your kids get older, when they mess up in school, that's your son messing up. When they do well, look at my baby. It's a tough gig. Somebody has to do it. And I had a lot of sleepless nights when we first had that baby. And it's because I didn't have a purple mattress. Back then, I was sleeping on memory foam or box springs. I don't even remember, we were so poor. I was sleeping on the top of a hood of a car. That's what my mattress felt like. And I had terrible sleep. 1, because the baby was awake, and 2, because I didn't have a high quality mattress. Purple mattresses, oh, now that is exquisite sleep. And the best part about purple is even small amounts of sleep seem to feel better and longer because they're so refreshing. The Purple mattress feels different than anything I've ever experienced because it used a brand new material that was developed by an actual rocket scientist. It's not like the memory foam I'm used to. This mattress feels unique because it's both firm and soft at the same time, so it keeps everything supported while still feeling really comfortable. Plus, it's breathable, so it sleeps cool. It ends up giving you this zero gravity-like feel, so it works for any sleeping position. And right now, Purple has a 100-night risk-free trial. If you're not fully satisfied, you can return your mattress for a full refund, and it's also backed by a 10-year warranty. And Purple has free shipping and returns. You're going to love Purple, and right now, my listener will get a free Purple pillow with the purchase of a mattress. That's in addition to the great free gifts they're offering site-wide. Just text DEAR to 84888. That's the only way to get this free pillow is to text DEAR to 84888. Once again, that's DEAR, DEAR to 84888. Message and data rates do apply. Remember to submit your questions to dearkev at KevOnStage. Everybody remains anonymous. I want to go back to a question from last week. This guy said his wife's vagina smells and he likes to go down on her. And sexologist Shamira had a great answer to this, and I did not know this about the vagina. So I'm going to read it, okay? Because it's very helpful to men. First of all, you took me out, KevOnStage, but all jokes aside, I can sense a lack of vaginal education in this, which is not uncommon even for vagina owners. Vulvas, I'm glad you said vulva, and vaginas have so many different smells depending on multiple factors. The Sensible Sexpert has a great infographic about this. Pap smears are not to assess smells. They are to test for cervical cancers. However, this is a hard conversation. If she has a fishy smell, that's often due to a common vaginal condition called bacterial vaginosis. Not to be confused with vaginal hypnotosis. And that's where you see the poom poom and you're like, I can't see nothing else. I like it. I want to kiss it. She can talk to her doctor about it. Her pH could be affected from the sex with her partner. That's right, guys. Your penis and semen is often the cause of a thrown off pH. Vaginas don't like semen. Vaginas are acidic and semen is alkaline. The alkalinity, I don't know how you pronounce it, never said it out loud, disrupts the natural vaginal flora, causing smells and often BV at any rate. So say something like, babe, I'm wondering if your pH is off because your vagina smells a little different. Maybe you can go check on that. So lo and behold, it could be you messing up the pH in the vulva. Maybe you got bacteria in your teeth. Maybe you ain't been flossing. You've been down there licking that vulva and you're licking ain't clean. You're unclean in the camp. You're licking all up in there and you're the one messing it up. So take some responsibility, men, for messed up for us. You got pH thrown all off because you ain't been brushing. You've been drinking Hennessy and smoking backwoods, and then you go down there to lick that vagina, and now you putting all that bacteria up on that vulva. Now that vulva like, hey, yo, man, I'm all over the place. It could be your responsibility that vagina is all messed up. So take some ownership in the vulva and the vaginal flora. Next question. Hey, Kev, we've been in a serious relationship for over 3 years, and he has never posted a picture of me or with me on social media. What's up with that? You have been in a serious relationship for 3 years. He has not. If you ain't made the grid, it ain't real. If you have not made the Instagram grid, I'm talking about the main page, the feed, it ain't real. If he ain't posted you at all, y'all ain't in no relationship. You in a relationship. If you're only getting story love, see, when people put you on the story, it's to test you out with the timeline. Hey, what y'all think? I'm thinking about putting this person on the grid, on the main part of my feed, but I want to see what y'all rocking with for. Everybody got to go through the story first. Nobody should be ridiculous enough to go main page first. Are you insane? How dare you go main page first? Stories are the test out. The grid is for the real. If you're on the grid, you can't be hid. If you're on the story, you ain't getting no glory. And in today's day and age, there's nothing more official than putting it on the gram. And not on the gram with an emoji over your face. You're embarrassing yourself. If you're posting somebody and you got to cover that, what's understood don't not to be explained, you're lying. Do not cover my face with no emoji. Are you not proud of me? Are you not proud of our relationship? Don't you dare cover my face with no emoji if you really love me. You ain't posting me. You got to bust up in the room when he's chilling. Scare him. What's up? You ain't going to post me on the gram? We ain't real then. 3 years? 3 years? You know how many developments Instagram has had in 3 years? I don't even think Instagram had story 3 years ago. Instagram TV, the swipe feature, all types of new stuff's been invented in 3 years. How has he gotten away with this? Whatever he's been saying, you have had to have had enough. That man ain't posting you. You ain't real. And don't give him no butt. Neither. Are you going to come up in here, but you can't even post me on there? You post your mama. Oh, I love my mama. Listen, I post my wife all the time on the gram. Just to let the floozies know what's what. You floozies. She might be a floozy. Listen. Break up with that man. I'm sorry to this man. We broke up now because you don't believe in our love for real, for real. I wish you would. Dear Kev, I joined the Navy in February of this year, so it's only been about 6 months now, but I already started sucking at work. The issue is I feel like they set me up for failure for work because I started for work straight out of high school at a clinic in the HR department, and there's no guidance. I just keep getting in trouble for being late. They put me on a strict schedule for 45 days. I'm not supposed to go anywhere, and they caught me at Wendy's. I've gotten in more trouble getting caught over being late or lying. On Monday, I have captain's mass. What do I do to get myself out of trouble this time? I could potentially be getting dishonorably separated. I'm nonchalantly about to get some Wendy's now because I need to eat something. My family is so proud and I don't want to embarrass them. Please help me get it together. What's funny about this is I understand your pain. You may or may not know this. I got kicked out of ROTC in college. It was my plan to join the Air Force after college because my dad was in the Army and I didn't want to work as hard as he was working. And I remember the song, off we go into the wild blue yonder, flying high into the sky. That's actually the only part of the song I remember. But I was terrible at being in the military. Absolutely dreadful. All we had to do for inspection was have our uniform on nice and neat and memorize the planes. And I memorized just 2 names of planes, the C-118 Globemaster III and the F-16. So anytime they showed me a fighter plane, I just guessed F-16. Eventually I had to be right. Anytime they showed me a cargo plane, I just guessed C-118. And I never got it right. They used to get so frustrated. I actually never even got one right with that thing. And then I was supposed to wear the uniform around my college, but I thought the Air Force's hat was dumb because it was like a little chef's hat. You know, you put it on, and I looked like I worked at In-N-Out. And black people were like making fun of me at UW. And there wasn't that many black people at my PWI. Sorry, I didn't go to HBCU. It's not because I don't respect them. It's because I couldn't afford to go out of state. And my girlfriend was going to UW. So the black people were like, what you doing, military boy? And they pushed me down the stairs and they knocked an apple out of my hand. So I was like really embarrassed about wearing the uniform. So I kept taking it off. And then I kept skipping PT in the morning on Tuesdays and leadership lab on Thursdays. So eventually they kicked me out. And that's where you're heading. You're more interested in getting the spicy nuggets at Wendy's than doing your service for Uncle Sam. Here's what you do. Get kicked out. Because guess what? Once you're in the military, you've always been in the military. You get still to be, you're a vet. Nobody says how long you have to be in the military. You're like, hey man, I served. Oh, support the troops. You get to go forward and cut in lines at the airport. You get discounts on stuff. Take advantage of all the stuff we give to military prior members when you're getting kicked out. The military is not for everyone. It definitely wasn't for me. It's not for you. Get kicked out. The one cool thing about the military is they do not rush to fire you. They'll write you up. They'll take you reduced pay and all that. So it's going to take some time to get fired unless you're doing something like super illegal. So keep going to Wendy's. Wendy's is delicious. They have the best strawberry lemonade in the game. Better than most restaurants. I understand why you're making the right choice. Go to Denny's. Enjoy it. Or not Denny's, Wendy's. But also go to Denny's too. Because they got moons over Miami. Hey, hundy. Get kicked out. Who cares what your family thinks? Did they serve? Anybody who didn't serve, when they say, hey, what happened? Did you serve? I was on the battlefield. You never got deployed. Mind your beeswax. You don't know what it's like. Get kicked out. It's not the worst thing that could happen. That's all I have for today. Thank you for tuning in. Remember, we'll be here every Friday morning. Dear Kev on Stage on Facebook and YouTube and everywhere podcasts are played. If you have questions to submit them at dearkev@KevOnStage.com. You guys have been doing a great job submitting them. The show only continues if you submit your questions. You'll remain anonymous. Don't even worry about it. And take care of your vulvas.